In tonight's nightscape adventure, Virat and I drive 90 minutes east of Perth to photograph a gorgeous old stone church under the rising Milky Way, also visiting several other interesting locations in the area. Please join me as I take you behind the scenes, walking you through some of the compositions and my thought processes. Our first stop for the night is a gnarly old tree, conveniently located right beside the road. Okay, we've just arrived at a location on the way to Beverley. It's a nice little tree. Going to take a few foreground shots. Virat's going to set himself up for a time lapse. I'm going to just do some foregrounds and get a static rising Milky Way over the top. That'll keep me satisfied. Potentially some aurora, so Virat's hoping he might be able to pick up some aurora on his time lapses. So hoping he gets a bit of luck there. And I've just got the Z6 III here, and I'm just going to set up with the 20mm, just a single long exposure, and then we're going to move down the road a little bit and grab some tracked sky shots. After finishing up at the tree, we headed a short distance down the road to a couple of gorgeous old buildings, including this church. Okay, so we've got a gorgeous little church here called St. John's in the Wilderness. Certainly appropriate because there's not a lot around here. We're in a location called Dale, and the Milky Way will be rising right over the top. So if we go far enough forward here, I should be able to get a shot in with the 10mm. It's pretty tight, there's not masses of clear sky, but yeah, should be able to get it to work. Beautiful old stone church with gorgeous textures. Probably look really good with a little bit of light painting. So as mentioned, I decided to use the Laowa 10mm on the Nikon Z6 III. This allowed me to set up right up close to the church and not have the sky obscured by the nearby overhanging trees. I went for a single frame landscape composition for the foreground, with the intention of then shooting a tracked sky in a clear area away from the church at a later time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of cross lighting here. I've got a little Ulanzi RGB light on that side, and I'm going to set up another little RGB light on the other side, which is what I'm using on that video camera at the moment. I'm right up close to the church so that I've got a little bit of clear sky here because of the overhanging trees, and I've got the 10mm Laowa f2.8 lens, and yeah, I think this is going to turn out pretty well. Combining the low-level cross-slit base image with some additional infill light-painted images really allows the main subject to become the centre of attention. Is an extreme wide-angle lens. When the camera shooting plane is not kept horizontal, distortion is introduced in the verticals, which is quite apparent in this image with the church appearing to slope backwards. As can be seen in the next image, the distortion can be corrected in post. I'm curious which version of the image you prefer, the original image displaying the distortion, or the second image where the verticals have been corrected. I think it's a creative decision, but I'm leaning towards the more dramatic effect created in the original uncorrected image. Okay, there's another church just over the back here as well. You can probably see in the distance. Okay, so this is the other gorgeous little stone building. So we're just going to set up across the road here with Virat.
Hello YouTube.
How's it look, Virat?
Looking alright, yeah.
Okay, so this is the view from across the road. So what have you been? What are you shooting here, Virat?
I've just done a few foregrounds so far and just doing some stack shots for fun.
Okay.
On my 24mm. So.
24?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, I'll get myself set up. we've changed locations, moved away from the church, and we're just in a field. We've finished our sky shots, did a tracked panorama at 20mm and 35mm. Now we're going to go back to our original tree, grab Virat's camera, which has been doing a time lapse, and might do one more foreground there. I think we're thinking probably a full panorama, 35mm, with a tree centered directly underneath the Milky Way arch will look quite good. And yeah, bit of fun with some selfies, and it's getting damn cold now. We're just coming out of summer and we're very much feeling it. I think we're down to maybe 10 degrees Celsius or something tonight, maybe a bit less even actually, judging from the frost. Even had to drag the lens warmers out, which was a bit of a shock to the system. Anyway, we will move on to, well, back to our last location, and we'll see you there. Okay, so this is how we amuse ourselves in the middle of the night, taking selfies of each other under the night sky. Very good, Virat. Here's an extra little detour. Virat had this interesting little shed on his, pinned on his maps. So we're going to just do a quick little shoot here. It's lining up beautifully with the rising Milky Way core behind it. So yeah, just to make a great little foreground.
The land is not level. It's harder, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so what I've got the 20mm on Z6 III here, and I'm going to do a 60-second exposure f2.2 ISO 800, and then I think we'll try a little bit of light painting as well. So this will just be my base shot, and then with the light painting I will drop it down to 10 seconds and keep it at ISO 800, probably go f5.6 or something similar to that. So yeah, that should come up quite well. The observant among you may notice I have taken a small amount of creative license with this final image, positioning the rising Milky Way where it would have been relative to the foreground a few hours earlier in the evening. Please stay to the end of the video for a full panorama. Well, mate, here's to a bit of a chai break, Virat's famous chai. And what else we got? Orange biscuits.
Orange slice biscuits, yep.
Yeah, not quite rum balls, but it's the best we can do on short notice. But the chai is sensational.
There you go. So
very much appreciated at this time of night.
it's so cold right now. We're not used to it. It's been summer all year and suddenly winter's here.
Yeah. First, it's a nice clear night, so yeah, it's really hitting us hard. The fogging of the lenses has been a real problem tonight, and we've come a little unprepared. Well, I've certainly become underprepared. I came with only one battery, one lens warmer, and yeah, I've got to lift my game a bit for the next trip. Anyway, well, enjoy this chai. Cheers, mate.
Let's see next location.
Okay guys, back to where we started the evening at the tree. Just going to do one more foreground 35mm panorama, because I took a nice 35mm pano an hour or so ago. So I just want to get a get the nice foreground for this one. So get the camera set up, finish that, and then we're done for the evening. Right, that's a wrap for the evening. It's been quite a long one. What is it, 2:30 you were saying?
2:30 a.m. now, yep.
Yeah, it's not too bad for us, 2:30. Yeah. So, yep, we've just finished up at the tree where we started from. So, all round, it ended up being a little longer night than we'd anticipated, a couple of extra stops.
Yep, but very productive, and I'm quite happy with what we achieved so far. So
Yeah, so hopefully it's been a beautiful, clear night. Probably one of the clearest nights we've been out to shoot in a while.
And the sky was as clear as we've seen for a long, long time.
Beautiful,
So,
yeah. Hopefully we'll be showing you some pretty epic shots at the end of this, and a bit of a variety. Churches, sheds, trees,
yep.
all sorts of things.
And some selfies.
And some selfies. Okay guys, we'll catch you on the next adventure. See ya.
Guys.
This is how we amuse ourselves. Oh, hang on, start again. Very good for that.